vamos de aquí zafao. Nadie en la pista se ve cansado. Tiene el tigre acelerado. Tu duro, morena, conmigo te pega de lado a lado, de lado a lado. Dile, una mano arriba, cintura sola, da media vuelta, danza duro, no te canses ahora, que esto solo empieza. Mueve la cabeza, danza duro, la mano arriba, cintura sola, da media vuelta, danza duro, no te canses ahora, que esto solo empieza. Mueve la cabeza, danza duro. ¿Quién puede domar la fuerza del mar que se mete por tu pena? Lo caliente del sol que se te metió y no te deja quieta, nena. ¿Quién puede parar eso que al bailar descontrola tus caderas? Y ese fuego que quema por dentro y lento te convierte en piedra. Con la mano arriba.
It's now 1:15 on your Nature Isle. Up next, we'll bring you your 1315, a total news package.
From every corner of the world comes the DBS 1315 Total News.
In the headlines, a call for the introduction of a tax on alcoholic beverages and tobacco. In news from the region, CARICOM leaders congratulate Trinidad and Tobago's election to the UN Security Council. And internationally, Hezbollah rejects the latest ceasefire agreement as Israeli strikes kill 4 in Lebanon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the DBS Lunchtime News. I am your presenter, Kewana Fontaine Wilson. Details of the news to follow.
Are you worried about how you're going to get to your next destination or important appointment, special event, a new date, but you are stranded? No ride, no bus, nowhere, and look, rain falling. What would you do? Look no further than Carlton Phillip Bonus Rental. Tansa, whatever your destination or translation or transactions, be it personal, business, leisure, pleasure, sightseeing, adventures, weddings, and family vacations, whatever satisfies your personal driving needs in Dominica, think Bonus Rental from Carlton Phillip Fonkole. Top of the line customer service, unbeatable prices, helpful and friendly staff. Renting a bonus vehicle has never been easier. It's all full service. And look, we've got your rental keys already at hand. Carlton Phillips, so prepare for memories that will last a lifetime. So go choose your bonus, get your bonus, rent your bonus, drive your bonus from Carlton Phillips Motor Pool of Fonkole. Now it's your bonus. Go drive safely in your bonus.
New game in town. Get ready to match 5 and you can win 10K. Let's go. Play with just $2. Match 5 numbers from 1 to 29 to win. Draws every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. It's easy, fun, and local. Match 5, your local jackpot game. Dominican National Lottery.
DBS News.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. A call for the introduction of a tax on alcoholic beverages and tobacco for sports development in Dominica. President of the Dominica Athletics Association, Brendan Williams, made the call during the budget consultation last night.
First and foremost, I'd like to publicly thank the government for the subvention that the Dominica Athletics Association received this year of $30,000. That went directly towards our grassroots program where we reached about 400 students across the country and introduced them to the sport of athletics. However, we want to sustain that, that subvention and actually increase it annually. And one way the Athletics Association sees that is through imposition of a tax. That would be on alcoholic beverages and tobacco. And the reason why we target the alcoholic beverage and tobacco, from the period January 2024 to December 2025, according to the ECCB, Dominica imported, the value of importation of alcohol and tobacco was $50.17 million. And if we can at least get 1% on the value of imports of alcohol and tobacco, that would go directly into sports it would be beneficial for all sporting entities. I'm not just speaking about athletics, but all sporting entities. And that would be about, let's say we say a 1% tax, that would be about $500,000 across that period. So it's just, thanking for the subvention, but also a way to make it sustainable for the years to come.
President of the Dominica Athletics Association, Brendan Williams. In other news, the Paybush Primary School has emerged winner, and the St. Luke's Primary School copped second place in the 15th edition of the Creole Spelling Bee competition. The competition took place today and was hosted by the Ministry of Education in collaboration with the Comité pour Études Creole. 4 schools participated in the competition. They were the Benz Primary School, Paybush Primary School, the Penville Primary School, and St. Luke's Primary School. DBS News will bring the full result of the competition in a subsequent newscast. Domlec has reported an island-wide outage that occurred just before noon today, Thursday, 4th, 2026. General Manager of Domlec, Dwayne Sinak, explained that the outage was caused by a trip at the geothermal plant, leading to a complete collapse of the system. He made this announcement on DBS Radio this afternoon.
Just before 12 o'clock this afternoon, we experienced an island-wide outage. At the time, we had the geothermal plant in operation, operating just over 10 megawatts. That is over 50% of the demand of the island. Unfortunately, the plant suffered a trip. We lost the entire capacity out of that plant. Now, one of the situations when we have that plant in operation is that our main diesel plant, the Fonkole plant, is offline. And the main reason, of course, for that, there are other technical reasons, but the main reason is saving on fuel and essentially passing that benefit on to customers. So Fonkole, whenever the geothermal plant is in operation, based on the total demand of the system, would not be in operation. And when we lose that significant amount of capacity from the geothermal plant, the system essentially cascades down and shuts off completely. So unfortunately, just before 12 o'clock today, we lost the geothermal plant, and as a result, the entire system cascaded, shut down, and right now we are in the process of restoring power. What does that mean? It means that we have to go in and start up the units at Fonkole, essentially one by one, getting them on and ready to pick up the load as we reconnect the system. Right? The report I got earlier is that the feeders or the areas in the north that is supplied from our other plant up there is already back on, and we're in the process of getting the other feeders around the island restored. So that is essentially the status, but we do apologize to customers. We do understand that this is, getting to be very frustrating. However, we do apologize as we go through this significant change in our energy transition, and we do beg for your understanding and support as we transition.
General Manager of Domlec, Dwayne Sinak. Director of the Barbados Financial Intelligence Unit, Kirk Harrison Tate, will deliver the 14th Annual National Distinguished Lecture this evening. The lecture, which is organized by the National Bank of Dominica Limited and the UWI Global Campus Dominica, will take place on Thursday, June 4th from 7 p.m. at the Alwyn Bully Auditorium at UWI Global Campus. The future of banking in the Caribbean will be the focus of this evening's lecture.
The future to me is rooted in not just the innovation that bankers and so on will bring to the table, because bankers and so on keep doing new things and they're entrepreneurial, so they bring new products and services, so that will continue, right? I think the transformation will lie in the regulatory domain in terms of how regulators think, in terms of not just being responsive now, but being more anticipatory in terms of their work, and having these two paradigms working together, the operational and strategic working together. It may mean enhancing staff that can think more strategically. Just spend time thinking. Spend time thinking about the future in terms of how Dominica, how Barbados can be impacted by a possible change in 2 or 3 areas, and what measures have to be put in place now to offset that future reality. So to me, that regulatory domain to me is a place of change and transformation, I think, that we have to pay attention to as a region in each country, and give persons the space to grow and to develop a level of thinking that we have never seen in the region. That is how the FATF and other entities that function. They have a think tank that just think and develop ideas and look to the future and almost see what the future holds.
Director of the Barbados Financial Intelligence Unit, Kirk Harrison Tate. In other news, ferry services to Dominica have returned to normal following a disruption on Tuesday caused by a strike by fishermen in Guadeloupe, which blocked the port of Pointe-à-Pitre. Hans Victor, the assistant manager of the shipping department at HHV with Church & Company Limited, says the FRS Express diesel vessel arrived in Dominica on Wednesday. This brings us to the end of the National Focus. Coming up next, regional and international news.
Husband and wife in bed chatting quietly. Husband asking his wife, "Are you ready?" Wife with a smile on her face said, "Yes, I'm always ready and more than ready." The question is, are you ready? Husband replied, "Ready like Freddy. I'm always prepared." It was Duvanjou, so she asked him, "What time is it, Huzzy?" Husband replied, "Time to upgrade." She shouted, "What? On my birthday?" And her smile turned to a serious frown. "Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again." Husband says, "Well, I guess you wouldn't get that brand new vehicle from Carlton Phillip as I promised." When she heard those romantic words, her piquant stand up, her eyes started to glow, her face light up like dumbling. But she thought she was being dumped on her birthday and being replaced. Then they embraced and hugged and kissed some more. Head straight to Carlton Phillip. She says, "Look it, honey, that's the ride. The new ride, the favorite color and style." They both hugged and embraced each other. Thanks to Carlton Phillip Motor Pool, Fogole, telephone, email.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited, I can't hide it. The new Blast Jackpot rising, and I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive Jackpot.
It's going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
DBS News.
Welcome back. In news from the region, heads of government of the Caribbean Community CARICOM Secretariat have extended congratulations to the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago following its election to a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council for 2027-2028. The election held on June 3, 2026, saw strong backing from United Nations member states, which CARICOM said reflects international confidence in Trinidad and Tobago's long-standing commitment to multilateralism, peace and security, and adherence to the principles of the UN Charter. In a statement, CARICOM leaders described the development as a significant milestone not only for Trinidad but for the wider Caribbean region, calling it a moment of shared pride across member states. And internationally, Hezbollah today rejected the latest ceasefire agreement reached between Israel and the Lebanese government. And the militant group demanded a complete Israeli withdrawal from Lebanon as continued fighting there hampered moves to end the Iran war. The Hezbollah announcement came as Israeli strikes killed at least 4 people, and the UN peacekeeper was killed in the crossfire. Hezbollah leader Naim Qassem, in a written statement read on TV, called the negotiations absurd, humiliating, and insulting. This has been the DBS Lunchtime News. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tune in at 6 p.m. this evening for another newscast. My name is Kiwana Fontaine Wilson. Gavin Richards is up next with the DBS Sports Report.
Easy Max, get your money fast. Join the family. Call and find out now. You want that quick money to meet all of your needs. High speeds and top service. Easy Max family. Qualify for 7.5 or maybe 10,000. 2.0 is 15 grand. Easy Max, yours and mine. West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents the Easy Max Family Loans. Easy Max Plus of $7,500, Easy Max Pro of $10,000, and Easy Max 2.0 of $15,000. Yes, contact us today at 449-6556 or 449-9343 or 295-2682. Terms and conditions apply. West Coast Credit Union, your only credible choice for success.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Gavin Richards with the Lunchtime Sports Update. Let's bowl off with cricket as the West Indies ODI captain Shea Hope says the Windies need to be sharper in all three areas of the game if they are to bounce back in their ODI series with Sri Lanka. Well, the West Indies went down in the first ODI yesterday, losing that match at Sabina Park in Jamaica. The two teams will meet again on Saturday, where we'll hear from Shea Hope at 6:20. We can also tell you that wickets are tumbling at Lord's, and England and New Zealand are locked in an interesting battle on the opening day of the first test match at Lord's. Kyle Jamerson, he picked up 5 for 62 as New Zealand bowled England out for just 140. Nathan Smith, he also picked up 3 for 38. We had Harry Brook getting 56 for England. Well, New Zealand in their turn in their crease, well, they're in some trouble as well. New Zealand, a short while ago, 20 for 4. Ollie Robinson has 3 for 7 so far. So the scores so far in that first test match at Lord's, it's New Zealand 140, or that should be England 140, and New Zealand 20 for 4. New Zealand, they're trailing by 120 runs. Some basketball news quickly. The Peebles Snipers took a huge step towards qualification for the playoffs in the DABA Division 1 League as they got past the Perky's Pizza 767 Sports Club Young Ballers as that tournament continued last night at the Massac Indoor Facility. Snipers won that game 95-85. In the meantime, in the Premier Division last night, we saw the Police Sports Club registering their first win in almost 2 seasons as they beat the Trafalgar Prowlers 82-73. In football news, very quickly, Exodus FC opened up their campaign in the new look DFA Division 1 League with a comfortable 4-0 win over the RC Doctors as Tier 1 of that competition got underway last night at the Almond Park in Jubla. Meantime, in Tier 2, Kalinago Warriors, they edged out Naturescape 4-3 at the DFA Technical Center. Well, the Division 1 League will continue tonight with Fonkole FC taking on Northside FC in Tier 1 at the Benjamin's Park, while in Tier 2, Kensborough United will take on Marigot United at the DFA Technical Center. Windsor Park Stadium manager Gaffer Joseph has described the successful lighting of all 4 lighting structures at the stadium as a major step towards the full reintroduction of night sports at the facility. All 4 structures were successfully turned on for the first time last night during a visit with cabinet and government officials. But Joseph says that the stadium will soon head into the next phase, which is the preparation for the commissioning of the project. We'll hear from Gafford Joseph at 6:20. That's a look at the DBS evening, or that's the lunchtime sports report. Let's head back to Kirwana Fountain Wilson with a recap of the headlines of the news.
DBS News.
In the headlines of the news this lunchtime, a call for the introduction of a tax on alcoholic beverages and tobacco. In news from the region, CARICOM leaders congratulate Trinidad on its selection to the UN Security Council. And internationally, Hezbollah rejects the latest ceasefire agreement on Israeli strikes as the kill 4 in Lebanon. This has been the DBS Lunchtime News and Sport. On behalf of the entire news desk and sports desk, my name is Kiwana Fontaine Wilson. Good afternoon.
Easy Max, get your money fast. Join the family. Call and find out now. You want that quick money to meet all of your needs. High speeds and top service. Easy Max Family. 45,475 or maybe 10,000. 2.0 is 15 grand. Easy Max, yours and mine. West Coast Corp Cooperative Credit Union presents the Easy Max Family Loans. Easy Max Plus of $7,500, Easy Max Pro of $10,000, and Easy Max 2.0 of $15,000. Yes, contact us today at 449-6556 or 449-9343 or 295-2682. Terms and conditions apply. West Coast Credit Union, your only credible choice for success.
Play 4. Choose any 4 numbers from 1 to 22. Match all 4 numbers and you win $2,000. Match 3 numbers and you win $40. If there is a jackpot winner, then match 3 and you win $20. Match 2 gives you $4. You can be a grand winner every day when you play 4. Tickets cost $2 and are available from all lottery agents. Dominican National Lottery, everything is possible.
New game in town. Get ready to match 5 and you can win 10K. Let's go. Play with just $2. Match 5 numbers from 1 to 29 to win. Draws every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. It's easy, fun, and local. Match 5, your local jackpot game. Dominican National Lottery.
The Super 6 jackpot keeps growing and growing. Go out and get your tickets today for your chance to be $260,000 richer.
Good afternoon, players, and welcome back to yet another midday draw. It's June 4th, 2026, and of course, I am your hostess, Mia Francis. Let's now win some cash with some Play 4. Good luck, everyone. The first lucky number is 2. Your second number is 6. The third number is 18. And your fourth number is 7. Let's recap. Your Play 4 lucky numbers are 2, 6, 18, and 7. Play 4. Grand winners every day. Stay tuned for Big Four with multi.
Adding multi-X to Big Four will give you so much more. Get ready to multiply your Big Four winnings with multi-X. Now you can multiply your Big Four prizes up to 5 times by asking for multi-X each time you purchase your Big Four tickets. Turn your $5,000 into $25,000 by selecting multi-X on your straight bet or any other bet. Big Four just got bigger. Select multi-X and watch your thousands turn into hundreds of thousands. Multi-X, available on all bet sites. Just remember to spend the same amount on multi-X and Big Four. So good, so good, we got you.
And we are back, guys. It's big bets, it's big scores. Let's now play some Big Four with multi-X. Happy winnings. And your 4 lucky numbers for Big Four are 3, 3, 9, and 0. Well, let's now multiply those winnings. The multi-X ball selected is FP. Let's recap. Your big 4 lucky numbers are 3, 3, 9, and 0. The multi-X ball selected is FP. Big 4 is really an easy score. Stay tuned for Pick 2 with multi-X.
Play 2 and then multiply with multi-X, win up to 5 times.
I love DNL's new game Pick 2 with the exciting multiplier option. Ask me more.